Are coaches messaging you only to ghost you after you've spoken with them? Well, recently I was on the phone with a great football player who spoke with a coach, and after a good conversation, the coach said he would get back, but never did. Weeks went by and he still hasn't called or responded to any of his messages. If this has happened to you and you never want it to happen again,
no, God, please, no, no!
Then this video is for you. I'm gonna give you the system I shared with this player to overcome this challenge and prevent it from happening in the future, so he always knows where he stands with coaches that he communicates with. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Richie Contartesi. I'm the founder of Next Play, and I specialize in transforming driven varsity football players into confident businessmen, where 83% of our athletes earn college football scholarships and 42% go Division I. And I make these videos because I understand the struggle firsthand. At just 5'7" and 150 pounds, I secured a D1 football scholarship in the SEC at Ole Miss. And now I want to share my journey and the lessons that I learned with you so you can live your dream as well. Also, I have a gift for you if you stay till the end. Step 1, always book a call. The purpose of messaging, texting, DMing is to get that coach on the phone. It's not to build a relationship through text. Now, I know you probably spend a lot of your time texting and messaging with all of your friends, but you gotta understand most of these coaches are from a different generation, and if you truly wanna build a relationship, the best way to do that is in person. The second best is over the phone. So you wanna have that opportunity to sell that coach on why you're the best fit, and the only way you're really gonna make that connection is the next step, which is to get them on the phone. But Richie, what if the coach prefers texting or DMing? Now, this may happen, they may say something along these lines, and that's fine, and you can use it for a short period of time. But if that coach is serious, if they're really interested in you and you're a prospect on their big board, then more than likely they'd be willing to get on the phone with you. So continue the conversation and then again, ask for a phone call. But whether you're on the phone or you're in messages, the most important thing, which brings us to step number 2, is that you always end with the next step. Whether it's a phone call, it's an email, it's a DM, either way, you always want to end your message with another question, or you want to end your conversation with another step, with the next step in the progress. So if you're on the phone, the next step would be to book the next call, or that you're going to confirm another time that you're going to speak. If you're in text, you're in DM, or you're in some sort of messaging conversation, you always want to end every message with another question. The worst thing you can do is answer a question from a coach and just leave it stagnant. The reason being, if you just answer the question, then the coach has no reason to respond back to you, and the most important thing you could do is to continue the conversation so you can get them on the phone. You could say something along the lines of, I want to make sure that you have enough time to watch my video. When is a good time to connect after? This way you're being respectful, but you're also letting them know that you're busy and they're busy, and you're not going to always just be available at any moment to pick up the phone, and that you want to schedule that time to give them enough time to watch the video, but also so you're not chasing them around after they've done so. And because you have a scheduled time, it's also going to give that coach a reason to actually watch your video. As far as booking the time to speak with them when you are in chat, just keep it really simple. Do you have time tomorrow at the same time to speak, or over the next 2 days at 3 p.m.? Or what time is best for you to speak? The big thing is that you're assumptive and that you're not like begging and asking, but this is what you always do with coaches. When they feel that, they're just more than likely gonna do it with you because they're like, okay, he speaks with coaches, I better speak with him before he commits to another school. Some other simple questions you can ask in your text to get them on the phone to keep the conversation going is, what feedback do you have for me on my film? Or am I on your big board as an interested recruit? At the end of the day, the most important thing with step 2 is that you always keep the conversation going. And one thing a lot of athletes struggle with is getting coaches to say yes or no. One thing that will suck up all your time is chasing coaches around the yard. And if you're doing this with 30, 40, 50 different coaches, you're gonna spend all your time chasing coaches around, not knowing if they're actually interested or not. So it's okay to get a yes or a no. It might not be on an offer, like you gotta offer me today, yes or no, but are you seriously interested? Am I on the recruiting board? These are questions get a yes or a no for, so you know to keep following up, you know to keep the conversation, and to continue to schedule times to meet with them. If they say no, okay, great, perfect. Now you take them off your big board and you can move on to the next one. This way you're spending your time in the best place possible. Now, I did promise that I would give you a gift, and so I'd like to offer you a free copy of my book, In Spite of the Odds, where I share in depth, step by step, the system I use to earn a full Division I athletic scholarship in the SEC at just 5'7", 150 pounds. I share a lot of the mistakes I made and the things that I also wish I would have done differently. So I poured my heart and soul in this book, spent about 2 years writing it. So if you'd like a free copy, just click the link below, and all I ask is that you cover shipping. Step 3, follow up the right way. When you've already been communicating with a coach, the most important thing is that you execute step 1 and 2 so you don't have to follow up, but there's obviously going to be times when you do. Whether it's because the coach was on vacation or is going through camp or a certain period of time or the dead period, there may be times where you need to follow up and you weren't able to schedule a next step. So this is when following up is really important. The worst thing you can do is follow up every single day and just be over the top. This is going to show the coach that you're not being recruited by other schools and is probably going to turn them off. The best thing you can do here is to go to their Twitter account, look at some of the things that they have going on, and make it customized. Hey coach, I saw this XYZ in your game. Curious, did you have a chance to watch my film? Hey coach, I saw that you're doing this. I love that. I'm super interested in your school. Have you had a chance to watch my film? So you're taking something that's going on with them right now. They know you're following them. Comment, like, engage with them, and then follow up with them in the messaging tool that you're messaging them with. The most important thing here is that they know you're really interested, but you're not desperate. So doing it every other week or every week, and depending on the timing and the type of conversation that you're having with them, is gonna be important. Once you followed up 3 times over 3 to 6 weeks, then it might be worth taking a break, looking at what period it is as well, making sure it's not the dead period, and then restarting over again. Again, this is important. You've got to value your time. And so that's why going back to always getting a yes or a no is so important during this process. So you're not following up and wasting your time with coaches who aren't truly interested in you. Now, if you got value from this video and you want to watch more videos just like it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you want to watch a video on how to do outreach appropriately so you move coaches through each step of the process so they don't get stuck or ghost you, then you're going to want to watch this video right here.